Hey guys, next tutorial in my PneumaticCraft line in Minecraft 1.19.2. Valhelsia 5, I should say it's Java, but it makes sense with this Valhelsia. 5012 is Valhelsia. And yes, so the next tutorial for PneumaticCraft, we're going to be creating some materials that we need to ensure we have a healthy production line. So this will allow us to use our PCBs to create an assembly line to create more PCBs in a better way. We could theoretically do the assembly line with the technology we have up to now, but it's going to be a much more pleasant experience with fewer explosions and quicker work times if we take this extra step in the middle first. So what are we going to be producing? We're going to be choosing upgrade matrices, reinforced tubes, and lubricant buckets. We'll need the lubricant and upgrade matrices to make speed upgrades because our production lines are otherwise extremely slow. And we need the reinforced tubing to make sure we can control the pressures, because the pressures that we need are getting a little bit high for our standard tubing. And to be on the safe side, we'll take this extra step and make some reinforced tubing. Now we are going to need interfaces to the outside world. We're going to need some water, and we're going to need our diesel from the previous plastics tutorial. So I've gone ahead and placed down some interfaces here, some drains with mechanical pipes into tanks, and I've also laid down the tubing for the backbone and the advanced engine design here. I'll take a quick look at that in a second, but we've also got an interface for water, so we're going to need to get that from somewhere in our world. And I've just made a drain here for our purposes of this tutorial. Since it'll be easier just to dump buckets in there, but we'll pretend that it's an interface to the outside world. And we're going to need also our tanks for plastic and lubricant. I've plonked those down as well, so you can see here where they're placed. There's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, 2. Alright, and our engine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 7. Is it 7? 7 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So I won't spend too much time on this. There's a 102 tutorial on this. I've got a more advanced design because it takes up less space and you can't see what's going on, so I consider it to be a more advanced design. And in this case, I've also upgraded. I've got 2 supplementary motors. I'm going to need them to drive up the pressure to a minimum level, and then another one to maintain that level. Interesting to note, the subtractive mode on the comparators. Yes, we were. Oh, I've forgotten the settings here. It's 5 and 4, of course it is. Okay, have I got this off? I do. Good. Okay, so we're ready to proceed. I can tell you the materials that we need for those things. To get us started, we need 1 safety tube module, 2 pressure gauges, 7 tubes. This is for our engine. Redstone dust, 6. 2 redstone torches, 2 comparators, 3 compressors, 5 transporters, and 2 chests. Oh, and 2 analog levers, 2 regular levers, 2 Nixie tubes, and 6 solid blocks. That gets us our engine. That's what we need for our engine. Also, then for our interfaces, we need 2 pipes, 2 drains, 10 pressure tubes for our backbone, and the 4 tanks. Right. Now for the next stage, we're going to need pulling down our processing plants. We need 3 thermo-pneumatic processing plants. We need 1 vortex tube. We need 1 heat sink. We need 10 chests and 6 logistical transporters. This is for our items and our processing plants. All right. Let's go with that. This is our first stage. So 1 processing plant, 2 processing plants, and for this one we need a heating tube. And a heat sink. And a processing plant. Too easy. Now we need our chests for input for my apologies, I thought I had turned my phone off. Apparently not. Very annoying. Alright, so that's our input. We're going to need an item output. Item input. Item output. Again, item input. How many is that? Is that our 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our 10. And now our transporters for those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we had best configure them correctly. This is in. This is out. Oh, sugar. Oh, heavens. Honestly. This is out. This is in. Okay. Right. So that's our item and processing. Plants. Now we're going to need bucket interfaces. We're going to import buckets and export buckets. This is because we have our liquid plastic, molten plastic rather, in buckets from our previous factory, and that's in order to craft with and make it easy to manage. But we're going to need them in, we're going to need to empty those buckets into liquid transfers. So we need an interface for that. And also we're going to need crafting for our lubricant. So we're going to need to store it in buckets as well. So I need an export to buckets from liquid. All right. Let's go. So we need 5 chests. What do I need 5 chests for? Oh yes, to manage the buckets. Of course. 5 chests. We need an item drain. We need a spout. We need 3 encased chain drives. 7 mechanical belts. 4 solid blocks. 4 tunnels. 6 shafts, and we need the the motor components to get our belts running. We're going to use creative motor here. And we're also going to need 19. Oh, no, we leave that to last. We'll leave that to last. All right, let's get stage one first. All right. Let's put down our solid blocks and our item drain. We'll start with our import interface. Am I doing this correctly? I seem to have done something wrong. Oh yes, I put these too close, too far away rather. Oh. That's going to affect the counts of things because I counted things based on that. So let's just quickly move them over. Okay, now that's looking more like the one we made before. Okay, so we can get rid of that now. Okay, solid blocks, item drain, and chest. Solid blocks. Yeah. 2 spaces, then our drain, 2 spaces, then our solid block, chest on top of those. Shafts, belt and funnels, 2 each like this, connected with belts. Funnels. Now chain drives. Paste chain drive. Do like this. And then we're going to need our motor. And it's going to need to go in reverse here. Okay. That's our bucket importer. Buckets will come in here. We'll pipe the buckets in here. And they'll get put into liquid here. Okay. What else we need to do? We need to do... Let's fill this back in. Yes, solid block, 3 spaces solid block. Our shafts and mechanical belts. Our chests. Funnels. Oh, and we haven't got our temporary blocks. We're going to need temporary blocks. Because we haven't got our piping in yet. spout. Could have done that at the end after we put the other things in. You might want to do that after the next step. Yes, we need our motor. Side. Go the other oh no, we want to go in this direction. This direction will be fine. Yeah, so we're exporting here. Oh, and we're supposed to make this. Another two for holding exports. Okay, now we just need the finishing touches of the pipes to transfer the liquids. There's 19 of them. 4, 6, 7. Oh yes, no, whoops, that doesn't need pressure. That's incorrect here. That doesn't need pressure. So it's on less tubing. Whoops. Sorry about that. Tubing. Yeah, now I can figure it all. Output there. There. Output here. Oh, sugar. Oh, and we need that. Water. Okay, I think we're set up now. Let's have a quick look around. So it's looking fine to me. Oh, I've forgotten to put. We'll need some buckets for this next stage, and I've forgotten. Okay, so we're going to need those buckets too. Okay, so to run our system, we're going to need some fuel. We're going to need some buckets. We're going to need some water. We're going to need some diesel. And we're going to need molten plastic. We need redstone dust. We need lapis lazuli. Lazuli, rather. Oh, lazuli, isn't it? Lapis lazuli. And pressure tubes. Alright, let's grab all those. It's in our hand just yet. Oh, we're going to room for our buckets, yes. Alright, our buckets go in here. They're going to be, we'll need to recycle those, but and they're going to be an input as well. So we'll need to have them input from somewhere, possibly from over here when we use them from our molten plastic. But we need to get buckets from somewhere as well in the world. Alright, so redstone dust goes in here. The tubing. And our lapis. Oops, did I use the wrong redstone dust pile? Let me just check. Yes. Alright, we can get our engines running. Get up to pressure. As I said before, it's going to be 4 and 5 for our duration to run it. At least 2 bar for the pressure on our manufacturing of upgrade matrices with the lapis. Let's go ahead and put in our fluids. Water. It uses a lot, actually. So that'll do to get us started. Put in our diesel. We'll fill the tanks. Go. And molten plastic. See here, going in the drains. And filling up the tank. We're at 1 bar. I won't be able to do anything yet. This has to be 1.5 bar, so it's not quite able yet. And we need the temperature on this to be 100 degrees. Oh, so it's this one's working. We're creating lubricant. Have we run out of buckets? Oh, we've run out of buckets. We've created so much, we've run out of buckets already. Let's put some more buckets in. Oh, sugar. Did I put empty buckets in then? Yes. Oh. Scared myself. Okay. So what we're doing here. Oh. So we should be producing. Yes, we're producing our reinforced tubing now. And climbing. Almost there. Going down for some reason. See? We've lost one of our engines. 2 engines. Our compressors in our engine. 2 of the compressors. There we go. It should be working. It is working now. Producing those upgrade matrices. Okay. And that's it. Now we have the bits we need to create a more efficient and stable assembly line environment. Thanks for watching.